And just as you think, this night cannot possibly get worse, it gets worse. I'm going to jail. I'm literally 15, 16, and I'm going to prison. Hey guys, what's up? It's Brooke. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're new here. I hope you guys stay. So, for today's video, I have for you guys yet another storytime video. And this storytime is kind of out of the realm of any other storytime I've ever told before. So I'm pretty excited about telling this story to you guys today. In today's storytime video, I am going to be telling you guys about the time that I threw a literal Project X party. And it went just as wrong as you could imagine any Project X party going. So if you guys want to see that, keep watching. But first, you know the drill. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't, and also make sure you guys hit that notification bell, and also make sure you guys check out my social media pages. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, tweet me some video ideas if you have any, or comment them below, and let's just get into the video. Alright, so where do I even begin this story? So this was back when I was in 10th grade. Now just a little background context. I am extremely introverted, whereas my sister is extremely extroverted, but in different ways. Like, me and my twin sister are the literal exact opposites. I'm able to talk to people easier than she is. I'm not as shy as she is, especially when it comes to in school and stuff. Like, I'm not a shy person as much as she is. But on the flip side of that, I'm not such a party animal. I'm more of like, I'll hang out with like my 3 girlfriends or like my boyfriend and be content, whereas my sister is a hardcore party animal. Anyone who knows her knows that she is just wild when it comes to partying. So in 10th grade, my sister decided that she wanted to throw a Halloween party. And now, prior to this Halloween party, me and my sister had only maybe thrown like 2 parties, not even. I can't even like remember if we'd ever had thrown like a big party before this, just like friend hangouts, you know what I mean? Like, all of our friends will come over, like a bunch of our friends, and we just party, but like, we never had a real party before, if you know what I mean. So my sister makes up this list of all these people she wants to invite, and instantly I'm like, no, that is way too many people. She has literally like 80 people on the list of who she wants to invite. She just somehow has friends from like everywhere. Meanwhile, I'm friends with like 10 people who are like my best friends, and I'm like, let's just keep this like in the group so it doesn't get wild. Like, it's just too many people, whatever. So we're kind of arguing back and forth because I don't want a huge party because like, people with large groups, I'm just introvert. And she is like, oh my god, no, we have to have like a rager. So we proposed this idea to my father, not telling him how many people my sister has in mind of inviting, but we kind of just tell him like, oh, like, we want to have a couple people over, we want to throw a really cool Halloween party. Now, my dad, like me, has extreme anxiety disorder, so to bring this idea to him was a big deal, because knowing him, he was not going to be okay with people being in his house while he wasn't there, and he doesn't want things to get too wild. He's just very nervous about things like that, doesn't want people to get hurt and us to get sued. So originally my dad was like, LOL, no, you're not having a party here, like, haha, go to your friend's house. But then my sister just has a way of talking my dad into literally doing anything she wants. So we were having a party for Halloween. How exciting. Me and my sister went to Party City. We got all these dope decorations. We decorated my house so cool. My mom helped us. It was like actually really awesome. I think I have some pictures, so I'll try to insert them. But so we have all the decorations, we're like ready to go, and next comes picking a date and inviting all of our friends. So I have about like 15 close best friends who I off the bat had to invite, and my sister has probably the same amount of off the bat people she had to invite. It's a weird thing with me and my twin. Like, a lot of people wonder if like twins have the same friends and what that's like, and from my experience, me and my sister share the same friends. Like, all of my best friends are also her friends, and her best friends are also my friends. But like, I have like my girl group who she's friends with, but like she would never have sleepovers with us because she's not really as close with them, but she's friends with them. and like if we were all hanging out, it'd be like a chill time. But like some of my guy friends who I'm really close with are also really close with my sister. I don't know, it's really weird and bizarre, but like also awesome at the same time. But then she also has people who I literally have never met who she is friends with. So she's telling me she's just inviting some close people, but she wound up inviting a lot of people who I didn't know and who she probably didn't even really know that well at all, but just wanted it to be a lit time. So the invites go out, the day comes up, whatever, and we are literally pumped. We decorate my backyard all cute. We got ready in my room with my cousins, and we're just blasting music, getting hyped for this party. And slowly but surely, some of my friends start coming. Now, mind you, my dad is home. My dad said, if I'm throwing a party, there were not to be many people here, and that he was going to be home monitoring us. So my friends slowly but surely start coming, and as the sun starts setting, more and more people are showing up. We're blasting music, we got chips outside, everyone's dressed in like head to toe costumes that are so cool, so funny. It was really, really lit for about an hour, but as it started getting later and later into the night, more and more homies that I didn't know were in my home. There were kids who were in 12th grade, kids who were probably in their first year of college, in my house, in my backyard, drinking, under the influence, partying hard with all of their friends. Some of my sister's friends invited friends that she didn't know. There are like groups of people coming at a time who we had never even talked to before in my high school, who we weren't really friends with, who we literally didn't even know and never had seen before. There were people who claimed that they knew my sister from Tinder, who were like grouped at my house. Like it was just the most weirdest thing ever. Mind you, I'm in 10th grade. Like, kids who are so much older than me are showing up to my house. This is literally insane. It's literally getting hard to walk in my backyard because there are so many people everywhere. Like everywhere I looked, there were people. I would say by literally 9:30, not even, this party had gotten out of control. There were so many people, my dad started freaking out. He's like, you need to kick some of these people out. There are way too many people here. I told you to only keep it small. Someone's gonna get hurt. Freaking out. And I'm just trying to calm him down like, Dad, it's fine. Like, we got this under control. Everyone's being good. Nobody's drinking. Everybody's sober. It's literally fine. I was lying. There were so many kids who were under the influence that I didn't even know. It was just a very messy situation. So I took matters into my own hands and I'm like, listen up. Like, some of you need to get out of my house if I don't know you. And I start going around the party and I'm going, you, get out. I'm walking up to people going, hey, like, what's up? How are you? And they're like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm the owner of this house. Leave my house. Literally just kicking people out left and right, except when a 5'3" little girl comes up to you and says, excuse me, leave this party. You're not gonna leave the party. So I start getting some of my guy friends to go up to people and kick them out, and a couple people are leaving, but most of the people are getting pissed that they're getting kicked out. So they start acting wild, walking down my block, and as I'm trying to kick some people out, that is where the cops show up at my house for the first time. So the cops are at my house. I don't know who they talked to, but I guess they talked to my dad or something, but they basically said like there was a noise complaint and you guys just gotta lower the music, whatever. So that was the first time that the cops came to my house. So I go out back, I pause the music and I say, everyone listen, we just got a noise complaint, the police were here, you guys need to keep it down. If we don't know you, leave. And I lower the music. At first everyone's kind of really nervous, but then everyone starts partying again and no one's really leaving. Like there's still a massive amount of people here, but my dad then started kicking people out that he didn't know and that weren't familiar to him. Those kids got really mad that they got kicked out, so instead of just being normal and leaving the house the first 79 times we asked them to, they got so mad they started throwing beer cans that they had and other stuff at parked cars and cars that were driving past my house. My house is on a block that's a little bit busy, so cars are constantly passing. So these kids are throwing cans at these cars. So of course, the cops show up to my house a second time, saying like there are kids from this house who are throwing beer cans at passing cars. Like, what kind of idiot does that? First of all, who has the nerve to do that? Second of all, you can literally kill someone by doing that, I'm sure. If they're like driving and all of a sudden you just slam a beer can at their door, they can literally get in an accident or get hurt, or like you could damage their car. Like, I just don't understand who would have the nerve to do that and not get scared that someone's gonna call the police. Like, okay. So then we got that complaint, and then my dad's just pissed. Like, he's just pissed at this point. He's like, I want everyone out of my house. But of course that couldn't happen. No, of course that didn't happen. People are still raging in my backyard. I'm having an anxiety attack being like, you all need to leave before I go to jail. Like, I'm going to jail. I'm literally 15, 16, and I'm going to prison. And then the cops come to my house for a third time, saying that the kids who were throwing the cans at the passing cars were then throwing cans at police cars. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Who does that? So after that call, the third time the cops came, those kids who were causing those problems had finally left, and the party is still kind of wild. There are still a lot of people there, except it's more of like my age group now. Not much older people are still there, but it is still lit. Like, there are still so many people there, and it's crazy, like out of control crazy. And just as you think this night cannot possibly get worse, it gets worse. All of a sudden, I am minding my own business, walking around my backyard, trying to talk to my friends, see where everyone is, what's up, trying to figure out this whole situation with my dad because he's really mad that like all these people showed up, and I'm like, LOL, this is Brandy's fault, don't even blame me. And all of a sudden, someone comes up to me and says that my friend just broke her nose. So I'm walking around the backyard like, hello, like, where is my friend? What happened to her? Like, what's going on? What do you mean she broke her nose? Like, trying to figure out what was going on. And I find out that I had these surfboards in my backyard, and for whatever reason, someone thought it would be a smart idea to pick up a surfboard. They were like dancing around with it, and I had seen the person pick up this surfboard and told them to put it down, but they were still just dancing around my yard with it, and I guess when I wasn't looking, this must have happened. But my friends said that this kid was holding a surfboard and he turned around with it, and my friend just happened to be in that spot at that time, and it just smacked her across the face, and that it actually hadn't even been her nose that broke, but rather it hit her in the mouth. So she's just bleeding everywhere. It like loosened her tooth. We're freaking out. We're not able to find her. Little did I know my dad was with her, like in the bathroom trying to help her with my sister, but she's just like a mess and crying, and we can't find her. And I'm trying to ask and find out what happened. And this was literally the thing that just ended the night. I am screaming my head off at everybody because I'm just so mad. Every one of my friends are just like discombobulated with so many thoughts, so many emotions going through them because they're like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Everyone's nervous. Everyone's scared for my friend, like not knowing where she is, not knowing exactly what injuries she had because there's different stories being tossed around. It was a disaster. She wound up walking home by herself because no one knew where she was, which was just wrong. And she wound up having to like go to a dentist and stuff to get her tooth fixed and whatever because she got hit so hard that it literally messed up her tooth. It was literally the worst way to end this psychotic party. From the start with that many people, it is so overwhelming, especially when you don't know them all and the cops are getting called. It was just so overwhelming from minute one to literally the end of the night. And to top it off with one of my best friends getting injured and hurt like that, it was just like everyone was just done. Like, everyone was just like, this is just ridiculous. So that was the first and last time I was ever allowed to throw a party. I have a few get-togethers here and there with some of my friends, but for a while after that happened, my dad was like, you're never having people here again. There's never gonna be a party here again. Literally only hang out at your friends' houses. Like, I don't want anybody here anymore. It was a very, very stressful ordeal. My dad actually wasn't even particularly mad at me and my sister the next day. He was just like mad in general that like all of that happened, and just like more so anxious about like if my friend was okay, and it was just really a mess. So yeah, that is my Project X party gone wrong story for you all. If you guys liked this video, leave it a thumbs up, and also make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Join our family. It is lit here. I'm so excited for all of these video ideas that I have coming for you guys this summer. Let's just say we are gonna be going places. You are gonna be seeing new backgrounds. We're gonna be traveling. We're gonna be telling even crazier stories, even crazier videos. You're gonna be meeting some of my crazy friends. You guys are gonna be seeing my twin a lot more. We are just taking it up like 20 notches on this channel. So come and join our family and subscribe if you want to be a part of this crazy summer and have a crazy summer with me and all of my friends that I already have on this channel. And follow me on all my social media to keep posted with me. Check out my Instagram. I try and be artsy. It's fine. I also post singing stuff on my main channel, so check that out too. And I am going to stop talking because I am starving and I really want food. So I will see you guys on Friday. Have a wonderful week.